Et salut tout le monde et bienvenue à la suite de Doki Doki Littérature Club. On s'était ici précisément. Ici on avait fait un poème extrêmement spécial. Et du coup c'était la nouvelle journée. Another day pass. And it's time for the club meeting already. Excusez-moi, je branche ça. Alors pour informer, Call of Duty Black Ops multijoueur est en train de s'installer, mais je ferai, comme je n'ai pas encore la fibre, contre des bots. Je sais que c'est pas la même chose que si c'était contre des vrais joueurs, mais j'ai pas le choix. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi GLM. Alors pour rappeler, GLM c'est Jean-Luc Mélenchon. Yo Sazori. Non, Sayuri, pas Sazori. Oui, Sazori. Look like you're in a good mood today. Tu as l'air d'être de bonne humeur aujourd'hui. Hehe. I'm just still not fitted to you being in the club. That's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple thing about you anyway. Speaking of which. Alors. Je suis très affamé. Tu veux venir avec moi acheter à manger? Non merci. Hey! That's not like you at all. I have my reason. J'ai mes raisons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Hey! What's that? I love a student. No really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah! Sayori nervously retrieved her coin purse. She fumbles with a latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents pile onto the desk. Only two small coins fall out. Haha! Ah, je connais ça. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's no fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snake before coming to the clubroom. So, either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing, you're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. Wouah! J'abandonne. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Hahaha. Yuri suddenly giggled. Hey! I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Haha. He wasn't listening or anything. It was just sometime, ouais, in book. Yuri! Tell GLM to let me borrow some money. That don't get me involved like that, Yuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford, and frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, you suffering his hair and looks retribution. Ah! Did I just? I didn't mean that! I got too absorbed into my book. Haha. I really like when you speak, you mean Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That there is no way you could think that. You were right, Jude. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That's still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there a little devil inside all of it. Isn't there? Hehe, don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before the event told me. But we wouldn't have to come if it weren't for the cupcake. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Hehehe. Pwap. Kia. Out of nowhere, sometimes smack Sayori in the face and tumble onto the desk. Oh, what was... Hey! A cookie? Sure, and who is giant cookie warped in plastic? Sayori glanced around. It is a miracle. It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, than all almost worked. Hahaha. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blade about the cupcake. It was totally worth seeing your reaction to hahaha. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugged the cookie. Okay. Cheese just ate it. Sayori rapidly tear open the warped and take a big bite. So good! Sayori suddenly clasped her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki took a bite of her own cookie. Oh, you look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Mega can be choser. But you're is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her shirt and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arm around her. Ah, jeez! I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki cookies. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Moodful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I looked as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometime. Monica, can you stay Sayori? Hey! Natsuki glanced around. Monica isn't in the clubroom. Ugh! Where's Monica anyway? A good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something. Today, she's pretty popular after all. Hey! You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Oh mais is a quoi? Il a pas fini sa phrase. Hey, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swing open. Sorry, I'm very sorry. Plutôt, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you just weren't worried or anything. Hey! Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glanced at me. Ah, never been that. What held you up anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Haha, That makes no sense. You would have heard the bell ring at last. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? It, I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Oh, I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play some touch for us, Monica. That Monica, look at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I so look forward to do it. It's that so? In that case, I won't let you down, JLM. Monica smiled sweetly. Ah! La réponse. Ah! I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Don't worry, he's been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thank? So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave Usayori mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayuri someone already finished her answer cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki desperate in the closet. Qu'est-ce qu'elle fait là-bas? Ugh! I heard Natsuki utter an exasperated sick from waiting the closet. She seems annoyed. Be sometimes. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Ouais, déjà que le moment c'est qu'il s'est foutu dans un placard, ouais bon c'est pas grave. You looking for some ties in her? Freaking Monica! She never put my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slide a bunch of stacked book and box across the shelf. Manga. You need manga, right? Ah, sometimes. Oh, j'adore les réponses de notre personnage. Oh, t'as besoin d'un manga? Ah! Il fait vraiment chier cette voix. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you are really into until you figure out where the person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There are a long volume of manga and mistake of various books on the side of the shelf. Curious, I pull it out of the stick. There it is! Natsuki snatched it out of my hands. She then turned to a box of manga and slipped the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing the box set right on book missing is probably the most irritating thing in the world. I know that fear. I get a closer look at the book that she admiring. Perfect girl, plutôt, non? It's a theory I never heard in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glaze on that door. Si tu veux me juger, t'as qu'à le faire, mais par la fenêtre de la pièce. She points the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't doing anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, je l'aime. Ah putain. Consider this a leçon straight from the Littérature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Ne jugez pas le livre par sa couverture. In fact, Natsuki pulled out the first volume of Perfect Girl from the box. Wow, inside! I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hand. Ah! Mec, ça suffit les... Ah. I stare at the cover. It's a photo for a girl in colorful, tear-stringing animated feminine pose. It's exactly more. Don't just turn her away. Natsuki grabbed my arm and pulled me out of the closet. She then took a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She patted off the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chair be more comfortable? Take my seat, I take my seat. Chair wouldn't work. We can't read at the same book like that. Why? Why that? I guess easier to be close together like this. Don't you say that. It'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crossed her arm and scotched it off away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only 5 seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaims the additional space. Will she up? I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to be reading that I am. Wow! How long it's been since I read the beginning. You don't go back and flip to the other volume every now and then? Not really? Maybe sometime after I've already finished the series. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school, typical slice of life affair. I can agree with this, since it's rare for the writing way to be entertaining enough to make up the lack of plot. So, would you what should I accept from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously, you'd think I would enjoy something that I didn't have a plot. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about the sequencing. Like there are really funny chapter where they obsessed what a joy at the ice cream shop. But that just help you get to know the character. And besides, I still entertaining. But later on, there are a kind of drama. Like when get into their backstory and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it cool. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimate you. Hey, hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gave me a little show. It just mean I just mean that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Ump, good save, good save. At this chapter seems like it's about backing. This is just a grace, but it's there a lot of backing in the manga. Well, Natsuki paused for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit sometime. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy backing too, right? That's just a coincidence. It just I just happened to get into a backing around the same time I get his manga. Like I would ever get into knitting because it's in a manga. I feel a bad for anyone that's impressionable. Haha, definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in backing. Still, of all the hobby to pick up from a manga, that definitely one of the better one. Not to mention she really good at it, so who I am to judge. Ouais, la vache, elle a l'air vachement plus petite que prévu, hein. Je suis désolé, mais de proche, on dirait qu'elle a 16 ans. Enfin, non, 8, je dirais. We will on for half a more minute. You finish a couple chapter on this thing. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you saw, I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Hmm? You don't? Hmm? That not? Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friend? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Ah, sorry. Um, like, I could ever get my friend to read it. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Make me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I cannot trust kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find a friend who don't judge much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other loser over time. But it's probably harder for some like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found it. At last, it's safe air in the classroom. Except Monica was kind of jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solve any of my problem. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts logging. Haha. Natsuki puts her finger on the panel. Mi Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it gets especially bad when uh yeah, I should be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. Natsuki was perplexed by its excitement. It's a stark of contrast to her usual bossy tone, but if she not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friend, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when you connecting with someone like that, and being able to provide that Natsuki for whom it's a rare experience. They took make me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone, Are you ready? White toilet poem? Oh, come on! Could you timing be any worse? Sorry, just need to make sure we have enough time to you do look pretty cozy over there. Haha, eh? Haha. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she gotten to me. She hastily slid herself a good 12-inch away from me. Alright, guess I stop here for now. I close the book and hand it toward Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what's happened? Yes, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Eh? It's really alright. I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time with it. C'est la fin de la vidéo, j'espère que vous a plu. N'hésitez pas à vous abonner à la chaîne pour plus de contenu. Mettez un pouce bleu aussi, c'est super important. Partagez la vidéo sur tous les réseaux sociaux. Et on se retrouve tout de suite sur la suite de Doki Doki Littérature Club. Allez, salut!